Yeah, it's your boy Charlie B. Wrong impression. Yeah.
Soy Charlie B y estás viendo mi AAAT entrevista.
I don't know what they say about talking shit. Ain't got nothing better to do than to judge and doubt me. I could say I'm outie, if I resign I'm bitter. Boy, I'm all like smoking weed, my mama didn't raise a quitter. And I'm matured, I'm bigger, I'm a different man. I hit them shots against me, don't waste time to fire back. That's just what they want and I ain't rolling with it. You know I ain't here to talk or please another bitch, that's credit.
I'm Charlie B, California artist. I grew up in the streets of Southern California, the city of Anaheim to be exact. Just growing up, getting into music, getting into my calling. It was just something that I felt like I was born to do. When I was young, I would hear kids being asked what they wanted to be when they grew up. I heard cops, teachers, lawyers, nurses and things, and for me it was like, I want to be a rapper. So this is me, this is who I am.
So how did you get into music?
I grew up in the streets of Southern California. Music was always playing all around. Dr. Dre, the West Coast movement, the whole Pac, Biggie situation was going on when I was growing up. And to me it was just right, you know, putting on the headphones, going anywhere and just vibing out to music. It seemed like my calling. It was my vent, my therapy, just what I was born to do. Some of my influences were the Notorious B.I.G., so it was always the sky's the limit, you know, that kind of flow. It was more of a, to me hip hop was more of a symbol of getting out of your shell and expanding your horizons. It wasn't like the whole thug movement, the whole ghetto thing. What attracted me, even though I'm from the West Coast, to the Notorious B.I.G. and his music was that he preaches about getting out of that situation and bettering your life. So it was just, the sky's the limit. I think it was what got me.
Yeah, South Central LA.
Mm-hmm.
How was it growing up in South? Was it like how movies depict it, where it's rough, you have to fit in with a certain group, or like how did that influence your music and your lyrics behind the content of your tracks?
Well, I'm from Anaheim, pretty close to LA. The streets are pretty much the same, you know, everybody has their hood, everybody has their ghettos, and just growing up around those influences, you gotta choose where you're gonna go. You're either gonna end up in the two strategically or statistically placed places, or you're gonna better yourself and do something out of your life. I think seeing all the people around me get caught up into that lifestyle, it made me choose music as an outlet to just explore what life had to offer.
How has being in California and Seattle influenced your sound and your style?
I would say that it's pretty much made my style what it is. Being from the roots of California and Southern California streets and stuff, and then coming up here and having that Pacific Northwest feel, I feel like it's pretty much made my style what it is. It's pretty much made it West Coast. Growing up in my town, it influenced my style. It was just vivid. Like, my style of music is hype music, just hooligans wilding out, having fun, just being young, being wild, you know. And it influenced me. Like, out there you got everything. You got the Staples Center, you got the Angel Stadium, the Anaheim Convention Center, you got the Ducks, the Kings, man. There's just infinite things to do out there. So for me, it was getting myself out there, and I'm a relatively new artist to the scene. So using all those things that are popping all the time out there, it really influenced my style and just a way to attract people to just go out and have fun, go out and be reckless.
If you could describe your music in 3 words, what would they be?
I would say urban, I would say mysterious, and just wild. I would say mysterious mainly because you never know what you're gonna get. You can listen to the first few seconds of my song and then it'll just totally switch up. You can watch a visual to the song and totally get something you didn't expect. So it definitely leaves curiosity and something in the imagination.
How do you separate yourself from other artists?
I think Mainly because I'm so into what I do. I'm so into the whole aspect of the music, from choosing the beat to really writing. I'm in the studio trying to help engineer it, all the way up to the visual and helping direct it. I think what separates me is that I dedicate myself 100% into what I do. So I really think that this is more than just my 9 to 5. This is my paycheck. This is what I'm gonna do.
So going into you being so actively involved in your craft, what's your process of writing your songs? Like you said, you listen to the beat and you just vibe off of it. Do you get some type of motivation from maybe how you're feeling that day, or how do you come up with what you're gonna write on a specific track?
It just all depends, honestly. Most of the time it involves a wake and bake, a pad and a pen, and just going from there. Most of the time it's just listening to instrumentals, sharing networks with producers. Like, we have share drives we share music with on a daily basis. You just choose what you're vibing with and what you go with, and before you know it, it's a masterpiece. Everything comes together, and go to the studio, lay it all out, and just watch it happen.
What producers have you worked with?
I've only worked with 2 producers. I'm really picky about who I work with. It's not more of a quality thing, it's more of a loyalty thing to me. I was working with producer Cartel out of Orange County on the Better Left Unsaid album and the vast majority of the Half Moons and Hangovers. And it was a really good experience because he was more of a veteran in the music and art genre. And now up and coming with my next projects, I've been working with Mayor Music out of Garden Grove, and he's just an amazing producer, honestly. Sampling everything, just keeping it old school, keeping it original with like the urban style, a street style, and with my flows and everything going together, it's really creating a good masterpiece to come.
For your track Wrong Impression, can you explain how you came up with the visual, and who was behind the production with that visual?
On Wrong Impression, we worked with Ninth and Company, the film company out of Orange County. The director was Jonathan Felix. Major props to him. He's the one that chose the track. He's the one that kind of ran with it. And even though I would try to be a little bit more involved in that, he took reign on it and made a great production. Everything from the aerial footage to the angles and everything, it was all him. It really came together, him and his team. I just look forward to working with him too on a lot of things. Big props to Ninth and Company. We'll be working with them a lot on a lot of our visuals. So it was mainly him. It was all his ideas.
Yeah. It's your boy Charlie B. Wrong Impression. Yeah. They hella wrong on what they say about talking. They got nothing better to do than to judge and doubt me. Get a job. I could say I'm outie. If I resign, I'm bitter. Boy, I'm all like smoking weed. My mama didn't raise a quitter. And I'm matured, I'm bigger. I'm a different man. I hit them shots against me. Don't waste time to fire back. That's just what they want, and I ain't rolling with it. You know I ain't here to talk or please another bitch ass critic. I let my actions strictly do the business talking. I was running in the game when y'all were on the sideline watching. Now that I'm elevating, they just want war. It's all good though, that just shows they want more. More of me ripping beats, putting ends to these new dweebs that be ruining the music and embarrassing the streets. It started as a hobby, never nothing serious. Now these niggas yapping like they women on their periods. I'm sick of it, talking shit. Yeah. I don't wanna try. Yeah. I must have made the wrong impression when I put out all my tracks. And those I refuse to work when I be making bigger stacks. Who gives a fuck? Ask me if I even care. I can say that I'm the shit and we ain't talking underwear. Put the city on my back, yeah, I rep that shit for life. I could die for all these figures, now that's passion of the Christ. Angel cap on, never let my stare go down. Wear the halo on my head like a demon with a crown. Look at me now, shit, still doing it. Spread the rose lace in too deep and really screwing it. I was a a young motherfucker, still too young to rise. Now I'm getting well acclaimed, yup, that means I'm super fly. You see the future in my eyes, it's looking brighter than the sun. And I don't take no for an answer, let me show you how it's done. Mama told me if I do it right, they bound to hate. Now I'm laughing while these haters sit and watch the rise I take. Y'all just fake, phonies. Yeah. Shout out to my boy Johnny Bousquet, murdering these tracks. Yeah.